I'm Desi Albert.
And my name's Jennifer Hendon.
And together,
we are
Whiny Women. Whiny Women is a place where we encourage girlfriends to come together with us, talk about hot topics, and really learn that everyone's opinion matters and counts, right?
Yes.
And of course, it's always better with just a little wine. Cheers.
Yes.
So we are talking about a little bit of a hot topic today, which is the art of agreeing to disagree.
Yeah.
And we want to preface by saying this is always kind of like the heart and the intention of our entire channel, was to really, create a platform where we're demonstrating that, it's okay to agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
We wanted some place to like model this behavior. And so it's like, just so perfect for us that we're talking about this, because that really is like the heart of like who we are and what we want our show to represent.
Yeah.
So first I just want to ask you, like, what does it even mean to agree to disagree?
I think for me,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to agreeing to disagree, oftentimes whenever I've resorted to agreeing to disagree, it's because I know the person personally, and I care about them, and my I guess empathy towards who they are means more to me than me thinking that they are wrong. Because I mean, that's what it's about. Usually it's like saying, like, your opinion, you're always like, I'm right, you're wrong, and then you either disregard them based on how you feel about them, or you can kind of say, you know what, like, I feel like you're wrong.
Yeah.
I know that you're wrong, but I'm just going to not
love you anyway.
Yeah. Pursue this further because I want to love you regardless.
Why do you think that people can't do this anymore?
I think it all is because of social media. Social media, the media, just, we are a headline culture.
Yeah.
So I think that the reason why we're not able to do this is because a lot of people are able to have a platform.
Yeah.
To not only voice their opinion, but also hide behind a screen while voicing your opinion.
You're right.
Most people, when they voice their crazy opinion, are somebody who, like, you would never go up to somebody on the street and say some of the things that some people say online.
Yeah.
And so I think that is just the culture we live in. I don't know if it's going to go away.
Yeah.
Or if it's going to get worse, like right now. So, I mean,
I know you kind of answered in that the next question for me too, which was just like, when do we think it went away? And my answer for that was exactly what you just said, where it's like, really, it's like, I think the bigger social media got, the more it became less of an art, you know, like the agreeing to disagree kind of went away. Yeah. And the next question was just kind of like, do we think it's possible to get it back? And I know, we spent 2 episodes talking about the social dilemma, and there's like a saying in there that I forget who said, I think I quoted them in a previous episode, but there was a saying in there that, you can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Yeah.
And so thinking about like the art of agreeing to disagree, like it really pains me to say that, because I wish like it would come back. I wish that people could move past it and get to a place where we can agree to disagree again. But I guess my fear is that, exactly that you can't put the genie back into the bottle. And social media isn't expected to like go away or get any smaller anytime soon. If anything, it's just getting bigger, and the platforms are just getting bigger. Yeah. So, I do have a very big concern that, the whole art of agreeing to disagree will not make a comeback, but I really hope it does. And I feel like, I think it has a lot to do with how we raise like this next generation. If we can really instill that in them, then maybe there's hope. Yeah. What are your thoughts? Is it possible to get it back?
I feel like if you are the type of person who has relationships in this world, any kind of relationships, and if you raise your child to have relationships with real human beings and not just with their followers, right? I think that it's definitely possible. Yeah. That is, I think, the core of what is going to make this work. is people who actually have real relationships and judge things based on that because they value the human. Why? Because they know the human.
Right.
So they can say, you know, like, this opinion, yes, I might be right. Yes, I feel right, but I know you.
Yeah.
Like, I care about you.
Right.
So that trumps like me, you know, winning.
Right. Agreed.
But I feel like as long as, you know, you base a lot of things on your likes, your followers, like your followers who you don't know and who don't know you and yet still have an opinion in your life.
Right.
Then no, it's not going to change. It's not going to change because people can hide behind desktop.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a really good transition to kind of what we want our like takeaway from this episode to be. And that's like the next time that you get into like a disagreement with someone, we want to challenge you to really think like when it comes to your future disagreements, is it worth unfriending them, or can you just agree to disagree and then move on it and love them anyway? Yeah. Move on from it and love them anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And just to add on to that too, I think that what I want to add is something that I did personally. Yeah. And so my dad had been friends, or not friends. He had invited back home in Indiana, he had invited like a waitress to his church, and we I had known her name from high school, and so we became friends on Facebook via that, but we had never hung out or anything like that. And I saw that on Facebook, like me and her have competing views politically, polar opposites. Okay. And so when I went home one time, I made it a point to have dinner with her, and just to talk about anything else other than politics. Right. And one of the first questions she asked me, she's like, are you wanting to talk to me about politics? And I'm like, I want to talk to you anything but politics. Right. And so we became friends that way. We text now. We can we comment on each other's stuff. Like sometimes I'm just like, this is Claire. This is crazy. Probably shouldn't have said her name. But there's just some stuff, and like she'll message me asking me questions just about stuff, and like I'll message her asking her questions about stuff, and so we've kind of formed this relationship based on our polar opposite opinions.
Yeah, so it's possible.
And so it's definitely possible.
I think
I think you just have to put in the effort. Yeah, because there's an effort there.
Ooh, that's so good.
And then there's also like there's just sometimes you just gotta scroll past stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so good. I love that. Yeah. Oh, well, cheers to that.
Yeah, new friends. Yes, regardless of opinions.